Hello, welcome to Shad Life. I have the nuke proof Scout here with me at Carver. I haven't ridden Carver in a long time. I don't even know if I rode it last year. I know I haven't ridden it this year. I might have rode it once last year, but I heard a rumor that there's a new jump line in this trail somewhere. Where it is, I do not know. But yeah, I'm gonna get suited up and then we'll go find that jump line. Before I do that, I'm gonna go hit the skills park really quick. I did a full review on the skills park quite a while ago, but I'll just do a quick review of it. It's kind of cool, especially for people with beginner skill level or just want to polish their skills and things like that. Yeah, let's do it. I'm surprised they don't come here more because this trail is actually pretty fun. It's not very long, but it's got good flow to it. Probably has more to do with the fact that it's about a 35-minute drive from my house. All right, let's get to the skills park. Okay, here's the little skills park. Pretty cool. Still have no idea where that jump line is. One key on this is to keep your front wheel outside of the corners so your back wheel doesn't get sucked in. There's a few different line options. We're going to take this one here. Pretty fun. Let's go to the right. Pump. And there's a drop line to the right, but not a very big drop. Here we go. Here's the pump track. The idea here is you should never pedal. You really gotta lean the turns. It really teaches you that. Oh. Super easy to come off once I pick up speed, but it's pretty fun. Let's try the other direction. All right, other direction here. This is actually my weak turn. I better turn better to the left than I do to the right, which I find kind of weird, but as I've said many times before, I'm gonna ride these stairs, but I'm gonna try the skinnies. I kind of suck at skinnies. Well, not bad there. Oh, did it. Both. And then the stairs. Fun. Okay, well, I found the new jump trail. It's literally right by the skills park, which makes sense. There's a wrong way on the left. And it says it's a blue intermediate. So like usual, and I recommend everybody do this, even if you have a higher degree of skill. Give it a slow run and learn what's there before you go at it full blast. So let's do it. So far, little jumps. Ooh, a little kind of hippie kind of jump. Oh, I see much bigger ones to my left. Okay. Now it's uphill all of a sudden. How do we get to the big jumps? This is a fun little flow trail. Maybe this takes us there. Oh, uphill again. I think I'll always be confused with rollers on the uphill. I'm going to be going a little slower because this is my first time through it, so. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah, these are big. Okay. These are legit. So that's why I always go slower, because I don't know what they're going to be like. And they're pretty big. I don't know if I'm going to clear all of those. We'll give it another run. Alright. Hi. Nope. Yeah, these are somebody go down. This
comes from a pile of shit.
Since I'm definitely not going to clear these, I am going to film these guys training through it because they're pretty good. Bunch of young dudes. Fun. Awesome. That was rad. Worth it. So these drops are new. I haven't noticed them before. They're not huge. The first one's pretty small, and then there's a bigger one here. But yeah, I want to hit them really quick. I'm gonna start right before this little one because you don't need much speed for it. Here we go. Don't want to be going too fast for those. So if I was to have any gripe about that jump line, the jump line itself is awesome. But my gripe is there's no in-between set of jumps. It just goes from really simple basic rollers without really any real jumps to really big jumps. And so I see all these kids trying to ride that big jump line, and it's just way too big for them. So there's no like graduated levels. Whenever a place like this builds a jump line, they really should do at least 2 jump lines. That's what Monarch has, right? They have a blue line and they have a black line, right? And this jump line here is definitely a black jump line, even though everything's rollable. They're big jumps, and if somebody really sends it hard and they don't know what they're doing, they're gonna buck and crash pretty hard. So I really wish or hope that they build like an intermediate jump line, maybe alongside that one or something. It looks like there's enough room, and you know, just build some medium ones. For somebody like me, I like to warm up on that. A lot of times when I go to Monarch, I'll warm up on the blue line before I go hit the black line. I think this line is actually harder than the black line at Monarch at the Paradise Playground. So yeah, kind of a miss there, I feel like. You have the skills park, which is actually for me, just like not very challenging, but it's great for beginners. And then you have, you know, kind of some rollers, and then you have this big gnarly jump line. It's like you go from one to the other without anything in between. That's really my opinion. That's the only gripe I have, even though that jump line is absolutely awesome, especially for the really skilled riders, that younger riders like I just filmed, and so on and so forth. But yep, gotta have that intermediate, gotta allow people that ability to build up to the bigger jumps, and I just don't see that here. It's my only gripe. Definitely liking this new proof from a different angle. There we go. Kind of a fun feature. And more. This part of the trail is pretty fun and flowy. And again, I think I might have mentioned this in a video I did a long time ago, but I actually helped flag and lay out this section of the trail a long time ago. Well over 10 years ago, that's for sure. You're probably almost 15 years ago now. It's fun. This is kind of fun flow surfing the hillside. Just kind of what I liked to do. I'm gonna catch up to somebody here. So yeah, that section back there, that was the only section I was involved with, and it was pretty fun. I used to do a lot of trail layouts and designs, but I kind of retired from volunteering for a little while. This is the one with the nasty rock garden on the right, but let's see. Nice. I'm kind of learning that in some of these rock gardens, I don't have to charge full speed into them to clear them. Oh, here we go. Oh, didn't make that one. Man, my right shoulder is so sore. Unreal how sore it is. I think I'm gonna have to take a couple days off of biking, nurse that shoulder. Wow. All right. Yep, definitely sore. another feature. This trail just seems to be full of them. Wow. A lot of add-ons since I was last here, which is kind of cool. Alright, here's a small little fun downhill flowy section. Cool. Whoa, and here's another one. Huh, I just rode up on it and I don't even have my camera on, so I'm gonna go back and film this. All right, here we go. This is fun. Just a nice little add-on. Cool. I like it. So this bike definitely feels a tad too long for me. Yeah, I just feel like the bars are way out there and stretched out there. So what I'm gonna try, I'm gonna go to an extreme to start just to see, is I have some 80 millimeter rise bars on my DJ bike, and just for the heck of it I'm gonna put those on here and then see if a higher rise bar makes this bike feel better to me. Just some more things to experiment with geometry and setup. 80 is probably going to be too extreme, but might as well try it, especially with like all this talk about this raised reverse stem. And then if it does make this bike feel better, or maybe too extreme, you know, too high in the front end, I'll see if I can find a bar that's like a 60 millimeter rise or something like that. Right now I'm up with 35 millimeter rise, so it'll be interesting. It's good to experiment, play around with things. Here is kind of a fun stretch of trail right before the end. It's really dry, so I got to be careful in the turns. Oh, roots kind of nasty. Yeah, like it's all just loose, all loose everywhere. Like I remember ripping through here really fast with all this traction, but not today. Woo-hoo. Slide, two-wheel drift. Climb out. Ah, nice. And that's the end. Okay, here's where the honesty part comes out. I think I've been pushing it too hard this last week, riding almost every day, and after riding the skate park on my BMX bike, I needed a day or two break, but I didn't take one. I went and rode yesterday and I went and rode just today, and my right shoulder's in a lot of pain and my lower back is hurting and so on and so forth. This is what riding is like when you get older. It's just, you know, sometimes you need to give yourself more time off the bike to heal up and stuff and just, you know, stay in the game. I definitely need to get my shoulder looked at. I crashed on it, I want to say 5 or 6 years ago, on this dumb little half pipe on my BMX bike, and I caught my back wheel and it was too small of a half pipe, and that was the problem. Is I tried to air out and I caught my back wheel and it slammed me right to flat, which is why it's actually safer to ride more transition, not less transition, because less transition doesn't give you anything to fall on. You just fall right to flat. Kind of sucked. And I just really jacked my shoulder, and then I had to be off the bike for like 6 weeks or so. And you know, by the end of summer every year now, it seems like it gets like this, where it just starts to get sore, because I've been riding all summer and it just starts to act up. So I think over the winter I might get it looked at, see what's going on, and see if there's something that can be done about it. But shoulders are complicated, so definitely maybe find out if some PT will help. So yeah, I'll give a couple of days off the bike. I really did like this ride, and yeah, this trail is fun. It's been a while since I've come out here. They've added a lot of cool new features, and that's super cool. The nuke proof is doing really good. I do want to put a higher rise bar on it and see if that helps. I really think 440 reach is, it's a bit much for me, so we'll just have to see. If I could put a higher rise bar on it, will that make it feel better? We'll see. I really do appreciate your support for my channel. Please like and subscribe. Peace.